Oh man, this is gonna be great. What's going on, everybody? Chaseontwowheels here, and we're not in Mountain Motorsports. We're at the parking lot where I learned to ride or drive a standard vehicle. That standard vehicle was the Polaris Slingshot SL that you see in front of you. Today is the first ride. I am tired of driving in this parking lot. Obviously, I showed you guys testing out and learning how to drive a stick. I've been doing that day after day in this parking lot, and I am so tired of it. I feel like I'm finally ready to take this beast on to the freaking roadways of Atlanta, which is terrifying. Guys, this is obviously a slightly different first ride. Slingshot, by the way, did not sponsor this video. They literally offered me a Slingshot for a period of time, so we're doing the first ride on it. So that's all the affiliation crap. This has got a regular GM motor, I believe. 2 wheels in the front, 1 wheel in the back. If you notice, it has a steering wheel. That does not make it a car, though I would think so. That thing says you have to wear a helmet. Obviously, I would wear a helmet anyway because, you know, it's what I do. Anyway, screw the talking. Let's see how we do on the road. So I feel really confident shifting first to second to third. I didn't worry about learning fourth because it's literally a repetition of going from first to second. So may it begin. Alright, everything is normal. Infotainment, look at this. We got GPS. Haven't had that in the first ride before. We got a push button start, so it does it all for you. Yeah, we'll keep the GPS on. So you could connect Bluetooth, which is pretty cool, I guess. I don't know what the power button does. Oh, it turns it off. Well, we don't want to do that. I guess that was a stupid thing to say. We're not going to listen to radio because copyright infringement. All right, we got a beautiful sunset going on soon, so let's go. And guys, as we're heading out of this parking lot, this thing, the Slingshot, comes in, I think the base model, you're looking, oh, all right, dude. I'm here and I'm fierce. Slingshot base model comes in at something like $20,000. Damn, son, killing the game. That shitty truck just peeled out of here. That was awesome. So guys, the entry-level price to get you into the Slingshot game is around the $20,000 mark. You can get upgraded models. There's the SL, there's the SLR, LE, and just all types of models that have different things you get with them. This model is the SL and has the Bilstein shock. We have this roof apparatus, which most of the videos of the Slingshots I've seen, they don't have a roof, so we have that, which is awesome, I guess. I don't really know. I feel like this is a vehicle that needs a rooflessness, if that makes sense. So we'll see how it is. You know, I'm not gonna judge it preemptively. It feels so weird riding this on the road. Okay, I will go ahead and tell you, this feels like I'm gonna get pulled over because I'm not supposed to have this on the road. This feels like kind of this toy that it should be fun on like a track or something like that, but I feel like I'm not allowed to be in this right now. Another thing I wish I could really talk to is like the shifting and the pedals and how they feel. I just can't talk to that stuff because I don't really know. Let's just peel out. I'm not gonna do any crazy shit around cars because I am aware, oh, I went to fourth. I am aware that I'm on the road. It's got all the power feeding to one rear tire, so it's got traction control that if I push this button is off, oh hell no, I want that shit back on, which is okay, so that's cool. I can turn traction control on and off as I'm going, which is great. Holy shit, I cannot see out that back area. All right, that's noted. Oh, let me lock the roof. So to get in and out of this thing, you just pull the little baby Lambo doors. By the way, I have to cite my sources. My wife came up with baby Lambo doors. So yeah, you have to pull those up and you can get in and out. Getting in and out is kind of a weird little body situation, but once you get used to it, it's not really that big of a deal. Going back and forth in the lane, like obviously we're in a car, so like going back and forth in a lane, there's plenty of room in a motorcycle, but it's not really that much here. But do you guys know when you go to like an amusement park, not amusement park, but like a go-kart track, the go-karts are just insanely fun, but they just hug everything you do. Same thing with this. It is, I instantly get now, like now that I'm on the road, I really get the go-karty vibe. See, now I'm in third. Third is the only gear that I feel like I can drive, I don't know, casually in. I can't do that in first and second. In first and second, it is not okay. The throttle is either all the way on or all the way off. But around third, I can start like, I can just cruise and forward if I want, and forward, wow. I can just cruise in a forward momentum without it just revving all the way to, what is it, 6.25 or something like that. I do like the steering wheel though. By the way, everything in here is like rubber and plastic, but that's because the entire inside is weatherproof. Like everything you see here, regardless of us having a roof, everything you're seeing is weatherproof. And I know that for a fact because we have had so much freaking pollen here in Atlanta the last, I don't know, please don't let there be a car there. Oh shit, okay, we need to calm the f down. Oh my lord, this thing is awesome. It's awesome in the turn, I'll say that. As far as speed, I mean, it's not slow, but it's definitely not like fast. You know, you see this thing and it looks hella quick, but it's really not as fast as it looks. I'm coming from a motorcyclist standpoint, so of course a car's not going to be fast. You know, like we're not in a Gallardo or anything, so it matters how much fun you can have in something, and I don't think you need to go fast in this thing. Holy shit! I don't want the back to slip out. Okay, but do I? Yeah, like that's pedal to the metal in third, and like not a big deal. Oh god, we're on the highway now and everything is kind of different. I'm not as happy with this anymore. We're literally just on that road. Let's get into fifth and just kind of cruise. So, similar fashion to a go-kart. A go-kart's really fun on a tiny track. You don't really have to go fast. And we're going, what is that, 90 right now. Pedals all the way down in fifth and we're not really accelerating that much. Hold on, let me try to activate cruise control. Okay, we're on cruise control. We're chilling. Okay, that's cool. So if you wanted to go on the highway, if you had to, I wouldn't really recommend this thing on the highway, but like, it's chill. So guys, see, the highway is a situation where I don't really want the go-kart handling that I had earlier. Like, I want to be able to just like, I want to be able to cruise by, like, look at this, like it still has that handling capability, but it just jerks back and forth. I don't really like that on the highway. You know, as expected, this thing is not amazing on the highway, but I think that's okay. Like, everything doesn't have to be amazing in every situation, right? We'll go up one more exit and then we're gonna get off the highway. I think I know of a little road that we can get on. This should be pretty fun to drive. I will say, man, coming from a motorcycle, I've got two front tires, right? So I should be able to brake way better. And I feel like the braking, or maybe, I mean, let me put it this way. My expectation was to be able to brake much better than I can in a motorcycle. That has not been realized in this vehicle. I feel like I have to stomp the brake before I really start slowing down. Not the best thing, but I mean, it's not like dangerously bad. You know, there's been some motorcycles I've ridden where the brakes are terrible, and I'm like, I don't feel safe driving this or riding this. They're not this bad, they're not that bad, but you know, I kind of want more out of them. I will say it is really interesting being in this hybrid situation. You know, I'm out in the world like I typically am when I'm riding, but I'm slightly enclosed. Okay, I officially don't like this thing because now I have to like duck down and twist my head just so I can see the red arrows. That's not the most ideal situation. Can I see them through these little windows? Yeah, but I have to break my neck even more. Okay, not a fan of this. I already told you guys coming into this I wasn't really a huge fan of... Are we gonna go? So yeah, I was coming into this not really liking the roof thing, and that is official now. I officially don't like the roof. If you are getting a Slingshot, get one without a roof. Because, let's think about the roof situation for a second, okay? It is no denying that the Slingshot is a toy. It is nothing, nobody needs a Slingshot. With that mentality, you're gonna get a Slingshot to ride on pretty days that you're gonna have fun riding in it, right? Why the hell do you need a roof then? Right? You're not gonna be like, oh man, it's raining, I'm gonna go grab the Slingshot. You know? It's gonna be like a motorcycle, or, you know, not like a motorcycle, because some people buy a motorcycle as their only vehicle. I don't think anybody's gonna buy a Slingshot as their only vehicle. So yeah, you know, some people legitimately buy a motorcycle for their only vehicle, whether to save money or for commuting purposes. If you're somewhere in like California where you can lane split, there's legitimate reasons to have that vehicle as your only vehicle. The Slingshot doesn't really have that because, you know, it's the price of, you could get a nice car for the price of this Slingshot. You could get a freaking dope motorcycle for the price of this Slingshot. So I really don't see anybody getting this as their only vehicle unless you were just super into three-wheeled vehicles, which if you are, power to you. I ain't saying you can't be. Okay, if this is the road I think it is this red light, it should be pretty fun, maybe? Is there a yellow gas station across the street? Yes. Okay, that's it. I was using Waze the other day and it took me down this road and I'm like, how have I never gone down this road before? And now I go down it as often as I can when I'm in this side of town. Highway sucks, roof sucks, but oh, the rear tire's wiggling around, holy shit! Woo! It is not a lot of power, but there is vastly enough power to have a good time. What in the hell? It's like this vehicle needs enough power to slip the rear wheel out when you're shifting up through the gears aggressively and to get it going at a decent pace through turns. And I think it does all of those things. Oh my God. It just goes to show you power is not the most utterly necessary thing. It is kind of loud. Now that I have my visor open, you know, you can hear it more. And the vehicle is a little, I don't know what to call it, the vehicle. It whines though, do you hear that? I need a place to pull over so I can look at this thing and we can assess it together. Yeah, so anytime I get to like pull a G on this thing, everything starts to make sense. But as soon as I have to drive it normally, it's like, ugh. It has a purpose, man. It has a niche. And it's not just the three-wheel part, it's the turning part. The acceleration's not terrible, but I don't get excited about the acceleration in this thing. I get excited about, you know, being real close to the ground and having like go-kart handling. That's what I'm getting excited about. Oh wait, let's pull over up here. I'm sure I can I, is this a road? Oh, that is a sketch ass. Alright, well, we're gonna pull into here and hope to shit nobody robs us. if you guys are fans of the First Rise, does this remind you of that very first car wash that I used to go to in First Rides, like a long time ago? What town was that? I think it was like Lithia Springs. It was such a sketch-ass gas station. Well, not a gas station, old car wash. Alright, we're gonna get out of this thing and take a look at it. Okay, so we got a seatbelt too, by the way, so I gotta take it off. Unlatch this thing, open her up. So these are the baby Lambo doors. Open those up. 17 Slingshot SL. Oh, check out how to open the motor. So you got these two little lights up here and little thing. Push that down, pull the motor up. Look at that. Is that not like a giant shield? Like on a video game or something? So yeah, like legit car engine. Ecotech VVT. Whatever the hell that means. Another cool thing that you can do here is like adjustable shocks. Check it out. So you got the adjustments there. You got an adjustment there, and obviously on the other one you can adjust that one as well. So if you're somebody that's really able to dial in your suspension, you got that option. We got the seat situation going on here. I've washed out the inside of this thing totally. Like I kind of went to one of these type things. I sprayed it all in the inside and I cleaned it all out because like I told you guys, the pollen here, like look at this shit. This little yellow crap, garbage. It makes me sneeze and makes me hate my life. I cleaned out the inside. I'll grant it, I was a little worried about it, but it cleaned out fine. It dried up, and I've had to wash this thing probably like 4 times since I've had it just because so much pollen gets put on it. But the inside is totally weatherproof. The inside has these really cool things. There's little cubbies on the back, and I'll show you. They're actually useful. So after I leave here, I'm going to drop off some ride apparel packages for some positive motorcycle riders. Check it out. There's like a little cubby. So great. So hey, if you wanted this so that you could, you know, run errands and stuff, hypothetically, you could use that. Here's the thing, the blue's not bad. I really like the highlighter stuff. I just don't like the roof. I'm really not a fan of the roof situation. We do have a rear view camera, so a backup camera, which is very helpful. If you guys are interested in what everything in this model is, here's what it is. Boom, Slingshot SL, accessories. It does have a premium audio kit. It gets loud as shit, way louder than I would ever be okay with. Belt driven, so you're not gonna have as much maintenance going on. I think that's it. Okay, cool. There you go. I think it looks pretty cool. I think it definitely, the good view of it is from the front, like right there. I think that's the good shot of it. Once you get towards the back, I'm not a huge fan of it. I do like the little shark fin situation. I like the light shape. But then look at the back bottom. It's kind of like, so I kind of wish it had this styling. You know, I'd be okay with like a fairing piece, like right there. Something. It needs something. I don't know what it is. So you have to step in, and then you have to get your leg over. It's just a little complicated. That road looks big. Let's get on that road and let's finish this first ride. What do we call this? Do we be technical and be like first drive? I don't know. Regardless, let's finish this thing up. Green light. Woo! That car is blown away by the looks of the Slingshot. It doesn't even know what to do. Rear wheel is just going crazy. So guys, like I've said, a couple things. This thing is really fun to drive on low speed areas of the road. When you take it into high speed areas, that's when you really need an engine. This thing is not at all made to be really fun on the highway or like a high speed track. But you get into these like medium 30 and 40 mile per hour areas where you can just turn all over the place. Suddenly the entire world is different with a Slingshot. It's fun, it's active, you're in it, you feel like you're on like an adult go-kart track with really terrible obstacles around you. That's when this thing really lives. Other than that, to be honest, it's kind of it's kind of lackluster, you know. I don't have fun like accelerating really hard in it. I have a good time doing the turning and stuff like that. One thing that you are guaranteed, I promise you, I will not lie to you, is attention. That's the one thing you will no doubt get in this thing. I have never, regardless of what bike I was doing a first ride on, regardless of where I was, I have never got the amount of attention I have in this ride, in this thing. I have actually, to be honest, I have yet to drive this thing around and not get somebody to say something to me. Every single time, without fail, has somebody said something about like, oh man, that's cool. What is that? People don't know what it is, which is really interesting. In the research, these things have been out for years. So it's shocking that people don't know what they are, but you know what? Whatever. And now, I know a lot of people are going to see this and be like, so this or a Can-Am? To be honest, I've ridden a Can-Am and they're fun, but if Polaris and Can-Am came to me and were like, hey, you can have our vehicle, so I could have a Can-Am for free or I could have a Slingshot for free, I think I'm going to go with the Slingshot, because I feel like this is a more unique experience that I didn't really get when I rode around in a Can-Am, because I feel like a Can-Am's trying to be a motorcycle, right? It's trying to be a three-wheeled motorcycle. I don't think this thing is trying to be a car. I think the Slingshot is uniquely itself, and I don't think there's anything else out there that you can get the exact same experience in. One thing I am curious about is to take this thing to the mountains and see how it is there. So before I give it back, I do plan on going to the mountains with it. You guys have to wait around and see for that video when it comes out, but I'm pretty sure this thing is going to be really fun up there. As far as who needs a Slingshot, nobody needs a Slingshot. But who is the person that I think would really enjoy a Slingshot? So obviously you got to have a free 20 to 30 grand, right? You got to be able to buy the Slingshot. I also feel like this is your weekend toy. Or, you know, if it's a Friday, you take this to work. You know what I mean? I think that's the person. If you are you thinking about buying a Slingshot or a motorcycle? I think I'm going to push you to a motorcycle, but this is a really fun time. You can have a really good time in this. I just feel like you can have more fun in a motorcycle for the majority of times. Then again, if you had a wife or something, she could ride on the side. I don't know, man. It's all up to you. I personally feel like this is a really fun thing. Is it worth 20 or 30 grand? I mean, that's up to the individual, man. I don't know what 20 or 30 grand means to you. To me, I don't have 20 or 30 grand to buy this thing. So yeah, guys, this is the Slingshot SL. Something I did notice, and something I'm noticing now. So I practiced for 2 to 3 days in a parking lot learning how to drive a stick. I had never driven a stick before, but I had ridden motorcycles. I picked it up hella quick. So if you are riding a motorcycle and you want to try a Slingshot out, but you've never ridden a stick, go try it out, because I imagine you'll pick it up pretty quickly, similar to how I did. So don't let that, you know, keep you away from at least testing it out. I recommend these, you know, if you have a spare $20,000 to $30,000. Oh God, an amendment to what I've said. It has 3 wheels. Oh God, that was so terrible. Hold on, I have to get out and show you. I just hit a bump, and it shook my brain into realizing something. In a car, right, you have 2 wheels. You have these 2 wheels, and you have 2 wheels in the back, so there's openness in the middle. So if there's debris, if there's a pothole, you can avoid it, right? Let's flip the script. In a motorcycle, you have 1 wheel in the front, you have 1 wheel in the back. When you're driving in a lane, you have 3 options. You have the outside left, outside right, and the middle. If there's debris in either of those 3 sections, you go to that one. The Slingshot has a problem. It has a wheel in the middle, it has a wheel on the right side, and it has a wheel on the left side. That means if anything is in the road, your ass is going to hit it. That is all for my amendment. And now, continue the information of the first ride. Do you guys notice when I'm turning in this thing, I just shut up? And that's because my fun level is getting high enough to where I don't have to talk. Oh, it's so awesome. It's so crazy that So much fun can be packed into one section of, or one type of riding. Oh, that's a red light. Okay, let's... Guys, I think that's about it. I think that's the Slingshot SL. I'm gonna keep riding around in this thing because it's too much freaking fun. Hopefully that helped you out if you were looking into a Slingshot. Oh God, I can't see the red light. Damn it. You guys go out there and ride safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Later. Alright, we're casual, lots of throttle. Outro crew, let me know what you think about the Slingshot in the comments. If you're not part of the outro crew and you're watching this part, well, you're part of the outro crew. Hate to tell you. Okay, I'm gonna go deliver packages. Okay, bye.